Shifty Adam Schiff, the shiftless one, was on Jen Psaki's show on MSNBC. All those words combined means probably only 3 people watched it. That's what they all mean. It's the great conjunction. That Venn diagram spells out low ratings. Because who wants to see this bug-eyed pumpkin head on Peppermint Patty's show on a network that is so failed that they're having to lay off staff? Welcome to Doug in Exile. Adam Schiff is just stuck on Russia. He can't get his head out of it. He's like crazy. On the ground, slobbering. Russia, it's Putin. He's talking to Trump. They're coming to get us. It's, Chicken Little, the sky is falling. After he's already been censored for saying this stuff. Let's watch him have a therapy session with his therapist, Jen Psaki.
Are you worried that Putin could be attempting, and the Kremlin could be attempting to intervene in our election in 2024? And should we all be spending more time talking about that?
When she spells it out like that, Your Honor, leading the witness, she's like, should we be concerned? Should we be talking more about this as she's talking more about it? By the way, she's in on this same lunatic conspiracy, election denying. They're saying our elections have no integrity, that Putin put Trump in office in 2016, and we take a stand against that kind of talk. Of course, this video should be banned by YouTube's rules. Jen Psaki's channel should be banned, but they won't get in trouble for this kind of conspiracy.
I am very concerned about it. It wouldn't be the first time that Russia's intervened in our election. No. It wouldn't be the first time they've done it to try to help elect Donald Trump.
This is what all of us have the question of. Okay, we all know that elections have been tampered with. Is it enough to change the result? That goes for whether if it's the dead voting or whatever, all the bad things we're not allowed to say on the channel. I'm not saying any of it. I'm only saying Adam Schiff is saying it right now on Jen Psaki's show. He's saying that there's enough Russian votes to what? Overturn an election? Was it in 2016? Well, what if Russia also got Joe Biden elected in 2020? So we're only allowed to say it in 2016 for Trump, but we're not allowed to say it that Biden got elected in 2020? You see how this is just politics and just trying to stop free speech? Not at all an honest inquiry into results. This guy, Adam Schiff, this pencil neck liar, knows that YouTube will give him a pass and will not give me a pass. That's my beef. He knows the MSNBC will give him a pass and say this kind of lunatic, crazy conspiracy stuff. But if I came out and said Trump probably won Georgia, he knows he would come out and say Doug is an election denier. Well, I'm only saying Adam Schiff, by your own standards, is an election denier, and these people should be laughed out of the room.
And they have so much more at stake today than they did back in 2016. With the war going on in Ukraine.
Because there's more at stake, that is a war in Ukraine, they're more likely to get involved. So here comes the lunatic. The UFOs are coming. The alien Russians are coming. Sputnik is coming to get you. The communists are coming. Open up the McCarthy hearings. He's trying to foment fear and undermine your confidence in an election. Adam Schiff, you liar. You bug-eyed, lunatic liar.
With NATO enlarging around it, they feel beleaguered. And here comes Donald Trump, a real lifeline.
He has not articulated why would Trump be the lifeline. What if Russia, I'll give you a perfect example of how he's probably wrong on this. Russia knows from Reagan, right, that Reagan won the Cold War without firing a shot. How did he do it? He bankrupted Russia by starting a nuclear arms race to get them to spend more money in the capitalist system, drained Russia of its assets, and bankrupted Russia. They couldn't keep up with our production. If Putin is trying to win this war by bankrupting us, he would have us give more money to Ukraine, would be the best way to do it, to prolong this war, knowing the Democrats and rhinos want it funded. I'm only giving you a reason why Putin could have a perfectly legit reason to continue the war to harm America. I just gave you an example and backed it up with history. And all that Adam Schiff has is, well, his lies. He's a bug-eyed freak. He's a giant watermelon head with a tiny neck that can barely hold his head up. And he's been censured for lying.
They have more at stake. They have less reason to avoid risk. The United States is supporting Ukraine in the war, or has been until Trump's influence on the GOP. So
the war was started under Biden's watch because Biden is so weak. These guys, if you want to protect Ukraine, you do not vote for Biden. You put Trump in office, and everyone largely agrees that Putin wouldn't have tried it on Trump's watch. So there, if Adam really wants to end this war, he'll want Trump in office. But he doesn't want the war to end. He does not want Ukraine to win. He doesn't want Ukraine to be protected.
they have more at stake now than they did before. They have less risk aversion than they did before. So, yes, we should fully expect them to engage. It's just a question of how much they engage.
They're coming for 2024. Can you imagine that? Now, if Trump wins, these election deniers are going to come out and say that Trump only won because of Russia's involvement. They're stuck on it. And they know they've got political coverage from the Democrats in media, and I'm just calling them out by their own standards. These people are undermining democracy. They are the deniers. Adam Schiff is promoting the big lie. I'm Doug in exile.